Welcome to the Syndicate X Library, one of the coolest, weirdest, and wisest places in Southern California for photographers. Most photographers will never experience anything like this, and it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the fact that a place like this basically does not exist outside of right here within these walls. Now, you and I, we have a problem, and the problem is that the things that typically influence photographers come from like the worst places like social media, trends, and nowadays even like things we see that we don't even know if they are real or not. And that's what makes a place like this so incredibly special, because this place exists for photographers to be inspired and influenced by the right things and also learn to cut out the wrong things. All right, guys, this is Chris Collins. This is his spot. Chris, what is this space?
This is my library, and we are in the photography room of the library currently.
So, Chris, what are some of your favorite books you have in this collection?
That's like trying to pick your favorite kids. One would be The Decisive Moment. You and I have looked at this together.
And this is a first edition.
Yeah.
Super rare. Yeah, this book has influenced so many photographers, especially like street photographers.
Yeah, it's incredible. Another one by Alan Scholler. His pictures are just nuts. I just love that sort of contrast.
Yeah, it's nuts. I went to London and I walked his photo route because he talks about it on a video. I didn't get anything like this.
No.
Nothing like this.
What did you learn?
I learned that he takes a lot of steps every day when he does our route, because man, that wore me out.
Anything by Guy Bourdin. I just love his stuff. He was a fashion photographer. I don't think there was anybody like him before or after. Just incredible. This Paul Graham too, A Shimmer of Possibility. I was given this for Christmas. My significant other just said, people have been known to experience certain emotions. It's a stack of books. You kind of just sit with a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And go through them.
You know what's interesting?
You can't be in a hurry.
Yeah, what's interesting about this is that some of these books in this set here have like only one or two photos in them. I'm trying to wrap my head around it, and I love this conversation I think we had last time I was here about the interpretive nature of something like this. I think photo books in nature do that. They just make us experience things, whether the author intended it or not, whether that photographer intended it or not, we're going to experience our own things. Like I was looking at this book a little earlier, and Eggleston's a lot more accessible than like a first edition.
So what's the first thing that you notice when you look at that? Is it the color or is it?
Yeah, it's honestly, to me, the color stands out. It's a very like vibrant and unnatural kind of color. And I mean, I definitely love the subject matter as well, but there's something about the color in these photos that just hits me.
I grabbed the record, which is Moriyama's record, which he's been doing, started off doing it in the 70s and restarted it in the 2010s. So he's still doing it now, and now he's in his 80s. And these are the first, like, probably 6 of them. These are super sharp. The original work that, like, Dido did was arbor bulk with blurry, out of focus or whatever, but it still gave an emotion and a feeling, which I think is what photography should do.
Maybe you guys paged through this before, but this work and like the color, the posing, everything with the subject matter is kind of something right up my alley, and I'm blown away. There's so much to consume here. I'm completely humbled. So this was really cool to check out.
So this is the library, Dave, broken into a bunch of different categories. You could psychoanalyze me by the different books in here.
Yeah.
There's a section on magic. There's more photography books in here.
Yeah, I see that.
Also, this is presidents. So I have signed copies of most of the presidents. This is the way the library looks. Imagine what my house looks like. A real book lover understands this.
Okay.
Real book lovers can talk about piles and stacks.
Yeah.
Which is the situation we're in. So a lot of this is art. There's a section on psychology, cults, hypnosis. One of the largest private collections of books on Marcel Duchamp, who, if you're not familiar, is one of the most influential artists of the last century. The coolest thing, aside from the books, is experiential side of it, which is the audio system. So when people come here and we have events, it's very intentional for them to have a specific experience that encourages learning, from the lighting to the temperature in the room to the food we serve. It's all connected. There's a section for you if you want to start a war. There's a whole section.
I'm good on
war,
that, but I am
strategy.
I'm good on the war part, but I am interested in the cult. Like, you said you have a section on cults.
I'm fascinated.
Starting a cult.
Yeah.
Like, is there like a top like things to do to start the cult?
The first thing you want to do is isolate them.
Cool.
Cut them off from all of their friends.
No more subscribers, just me. Go on, delete all your other subs, just me.
So there's a story I tell in the leadership workshop that I do about a minotaur. And so I found this piece. She's an artist from England, Beth, that made a bunch of minotaur statues, and I had to have it.
You have a lot of visually stimulating things.
You know, what happens in an environment like this is those sort of abstract items that you're familiar with, but they're different than what you're familiar with,
very much.
really feed to creativity and openness. And what we're trying to encourage in here is openness, because if you're open and you feel comfortable, then you're more likely to learn.
And this is a cultural thing. I mean, you know, if you look at the way that history has run, there's a lot of times when people pull things out, like streaming. You can't find a movie that you've been looking for, right, for a long time. So you look for a movie and it's like, but that's cultural history. That's an amazing thing. But like a book, you have to literally burn a book to get rid of it.
That is well said.
It's permanent for as long as the paper holds up. When you print your books well.
I think that people that get stuck or that feel like they're not motivated to create, most of the time is because they're not surrounded by things that inspire them. Like, a lot of the photographers that have made stuff that matters in the time that they lived, they had a lot of courage. They weren't following other trends. And I think that's true with a lot of the best photographers, is they weren't following others. They had their own perspective and their own kind of visual language. There's more feeling and emotion in it when it's authentic. Photography books, there's so many different parts of the experience. One is the scale, right? This doesn't look the same on a screen. This is experienced the way that the photographer wanted you to experience it. There was so much intention in how these books were created and the execution, and like, it's just insane. And like the type of paper that is chosen to print on, whether it's matte or gloss, the thickness of the paper, it all adds to the experience.
So this was an incredible day where I got to experience some really good wisdom about inspiration, where we should be getting it from, and places that don't really help us out in our journey. So like I said, most photographers don't experience this and fall into the trap of only being inspired or influenced by things that you see on social media, things that are trendy, or things that are not timeless. And the best thing you can do is find timeless inspiration. And that is best found in photo books. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, be sure to give it a like. If you are not a subscriber, be sure to get subscribed. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.